Is this the next big crypto risk? Injective launches a major update, and will an Ethereum ETF get approved in the coming months? This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop our latest content. Follow us on Twitter, Altcoin Buzz IO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Altcoin Buzz Alpha is proud to say that we now have a winning portfolio spread among different sectors. We're also very well positioned to get into good IDOs. What about airdrops? Check the number of airdrops we've received until now. Add to that the original Celestia airdrop and more coming. We've achieved all of this by giving many deep research, diversified calls. Check out our numbers in December. We now plan to reallocate profits to low caps, diversify to new sectors, get bigger airdrops, catch latest trends like Bitcoin and linear inscriptions, and DCA during market flushes. We've also recently introduced a yearly subscription on Patreon. If you subscribe to our yearly plan, you get 1 month's membership completely free. Check out Altcoin Buzz Alpha with the link down below. The first day of trading for a suite of new Bitcoin ETFs has launched with a bang, with BlackRock, Grayscale, and Fidelity's ETFs coming out on top in total volumes. One issuer, however, didn't get to start as expected. Aggregated data from Yahoo Finance shows that the total volume across 10 spot Bitcoin ETFs reached more than $4.5 billion in total volume for day one of trading. Grayscale's ETF, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, was the top performer of the newly listed funds, handling $2.3 billion in volume, nearly 50% of the group's total volume. Following closely behind was BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF, the iShares Bitcoin Trust, which amassed around $1 billion in day one volume trading. Fidelity's Wise Origin Bitcoin Trust ranked third with $688 million in traded volume. Hashdex's Bitcoin ETF did not start trading on January 11th, while the United States Securities and Exchange Commission approved Hashdex's 19B4 filing, which would allow its spot ETF product to be listed on U.S. stock exchanges. The SEC did not make its Form S1 effective, meaning that Hashdex's DeFi fund is still only trading as a futures-based ETF. The trading volume includes inflows and outflows and doesn't paint a full picture of how much of the day's trading activity was buying versus selling. Senior Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas theorized that a vast majority of trading activity for GBTC was selling as investors rotated out of the fund into newer, lower-fee products such as BlackRock and Fidelity's respective ETFs. His colleagues James Seyffert shared the same view. Meanwhile, the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF experienced record-breaking trading activity of its own with more than $2 billion in total volume on the day. This is also theorized to be comprised largely of selling as investors move out of futures-based Bitcoin exposure to cheaper, less volatile spot-based exposure. ARK Invest Kathy Wood was also recently interviewed asking how she thinks the Bitcoin ETFs can be differentiated.
Sure. We think ARKB has three competitive advantages. The first is the infrastructure and operations competitive advantage. We are partnered with 21 Shares, which is the largest pure play crypto ETP provider in the world. It has $2.5 billion of assets, 40 funds over 5 years, through all kinds of markets and forks and halvings and airdrops. So it's been through it all, battle tested, so our infrastructure is there. And I think it's the only one, we're the only ones with both the crypto and the ETF expertise.
On top of that, she was asked how many ETFs can make it in this competitive space.
Well, I don't know the answer to that. Typically it's just a few. But I do think that the fees make a difference. We have approached this differently from some others. We believe that Bitcoin is a public good. It is what we have here, we believe, is a financial superhighway. It is the layer of the internet that developers did not build in the early 90s because no one ever foresaw commerce or financial services. A public good. And so we're not looking to maximize profits here. 21 basis points. 21 Shares is our partner.
Right.
21 million Bitcoin is the number that will, the maximum number that can be printed.
She was then asked what her Bitcoin price predictions were and what it would take for Bitcoin to get to those levels.
Our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030. You can see the building blocks. You can see how conservative we are in terms of those building blocks. This is a big idea. It is a It is the first global, decentralized, digital, rules-based, critical there, rules-based monetary system in history. It is a very big idea.
Our partners at Storm Warefare are having their initial game offering on Seedify this January 22nd, and you don't want to miss it. Storm Warfare is a free-to-play strategic card game that features the revolutionary true ownership model. Players fight on epic World War II battlefronts, collect cards, truly own, control, and trade their in-game assets. From AI-generated avatars and dynamic battle maps to stunning card backs, legendary hero cards, and more, take your gaming experience to the next level with Storm Warfare's tradable blockchain sets and digital assets. This month, Storm Warfare is launching its beta on Steam and Epic Games, with the official launch next month. Check out Storm Warfare and their Seedify IGO with the links down below. Cosmos-based Layer 1 blockchain Injective has released a mainnet upgrade named Volan. Central to the upgrade is the integration of a software module focused on real-world assets. The objective is to enable both institutional and individual users to access a variety of structured products. These planned real-world asset offerings include tokenized fiat currency pairs, treasury bills, and exclusive credit products. The market for RWAs is still nascent but rapidly growing. In particular, tokenized securities have seen a swift increase in value over the last year, with the market size estimated at over $500 million, according to Dune data. Injective aims to tap into that with Volan. Injective CEO Eric Chen recently said this in an interview.
It's quite simply a representation of anything that exists within the real world. It could be, like a tokenization of it, where one token represents, like a share, or like a bushel of corn or something like that. Or it could represent like a very, very unique asset, such as a certain collectible or a certain antiquity, etc. But all in all, what's exciting here is that there's oftentimes a lot of compliance requirements, and also more importantly, a lot of built-in infrastructure and tools that are required to support these type of assets. So, for example, for the real-world asset module on top of Injective, it enables for this generalized permissioned token class and also asset class to be launched on top of Injective, while also remaining completely interoperable with all of these kind of existing modules and existing decentralized applications. So what this allows for is that oftentimes when we're talking about these type of permissioned applications or institutional applications on top of Ethereum, it's oftentimes have the issue of not being composable with the general permissionless DeFi applications that we all know and love.
Another aspect of the Volan upgrade is the expansion of the Interblockchain Communication or IBC protocol on Injective, allowing improved interaction between Injective and other chains within the Cosmos ecosystem. Integrating IBC, the network is set to facilitate complex cross-chain transactions, including advanced order routing and swaps. Eric Chen said this Injective Volan Mainnet upgrade is focused on providing developers with unmatched native building blocks for next-gen financial applications, while simultaneously improving connectivity to other blockchains and applications with the Volan upgrade. Injective has introduced changes to the token's on-chain inflation parameters as well, aiming to make Injective increasingly deflationary over time. Furthermore, the upgrade brings a new oracle, integrating off-chain price feeds directly into the blockchain. Coinbase recorded a staggering $7.7 billion in Bitcoin OTC, or over-the-counter trading volume yesterday. The milestone marks the second highest level in history. It also signifies a pivotal moment for the crypto sector following the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF. The remarkable transaction volume is widely believed to be connected to the recent approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF, and the crypto exchange's overall Bitcoin daily trading volume also hit its new peak. It reached $52 billion, which is the highest since March 21st, 2023. So why is Coinbase selling an insane amount of crypto OTC? Salazar on X wrote, Bitcoin ETF trading opened yesterday with $4.5 billion total volume in a day. But why did Bitcoin price not skyrocket? It's because it's all whale OTC and GBTC selling. You see an image below. Coinbase OTC desk recorded $7.7 billion in OTC transactions. Whales can't dump Bitcoin on exchanges for fear of slippage. GBTC had $2.5 billion in volume. It's investors who have held GBTC all the way through now that are selling, because why would you hold Grayscale of 1.5 fees when BlackRock and others are offering 0.12% fees? Whales can't dump for fear of slippage, so they OTC, and these ETF funds settle it with them. Anyways, as time goes on, OTC gets dried up and price will go burr. Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas is confident that the SEC will approve an Ethereum ETF application in May of 2024. Balchunas previously noted that the SEC's decision on a Bitcoin ETF would determine whether the regulator would approve a similar fund for ETH. Balchunas' prediction aligns with the deadline that the SEC must decide whether to approve or deny at least one of the Ethereum spot ETF applications. The final deadline for the SEC's decision on VanEck's Ethereum ETF application is May 23, 2024. It bears mentioning that Balchunas had been accurate in his predictions on the ETF During an exchange over the weekend, he noted that the odds of the SEC not approving a Bitcoin ETF in January is as low as 5%. While Balchunas seemed confident that the US could see the first ever Ethereum ETF in May, pro-crypto lawyer Joe Colasar believes the SEC approval might take longer than expected. Per Colasar, an Ethereum spot ETF will commence trading on a regulated exchange in Q3 2024. It's also worth noting that multiple asset managers have applied to launch Ethereum spot ETFs in the United States. ARK21 Shares, BlackRock, Grayscale, Hashcheck, Invesco, Galaxy, and Fidelity are among the asset managers seeking the SEC's approval. Before the end of this May, the SEC must decide on applications filed by VanEck, ARK21 Shares, and Hashdex. At the time of writing, ETH was trading at over $2,600, up over 11% over the past 24 hours and 18% on the weekly charts. That's it for Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.